YouTube, what's happening, man? It's your boy, how to be thy name reacts. What's going on, man? This is a very important video. If you here, you need to watch this video to the end, and that is not no clickbait. This is for real educational purposes, not entertainment purposes, educational purposes. This is something that I peeped to play on a while back. I peeped to play on this. I remember the exact day. It was July 1st, 2023. I peeped the play. I was like, something ain't right. Nah, something is not right. And I ain't messing with it. So, without further ado, we're going to get right into it. You'll figure out exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, there's an attack on strong, straight men. Period. I'm not trying to read through cryptic notes about how you feel about something.
That is a fact.
In the past 20 years, we've been living through the death of the American male. They have literally killed masculinity in our homes and our communities.
You cannot have toxicity in masculinity. Masculinity is the opposite of toxicity. Masculine. It's like saying divine feminine.
Yeah.
The divine feminine is of a godly nature on the side of the woman.
Right.
Masculinity is on a divine side for the man.
Yeah.
Masculinity fights against toxicity.
Yeah.
Because no, a masculine man is going to make sure the environment is safe.
Yes.
Not by just total force, but by order. Order and force are not the same.
Yeah.
Force is illogical.
Yeah.
Order is logical. A, B, C, D. That is how masculine men operate. That's not force. That is order.
If your wife is happy and your children is happy, you know what I mean? That's all.
You're succeeding as a man, no matter if your body is killing you or any of that.
And a lot of times
you
can't
even complain about it.
A lot of times because you'll be looked at a certain way.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of times you can go through internal turmoil, but you have to put on a happy face when you walk into the house. Right. That applies to men when you know when they say lead outside.
Yeah.
But a lot of times you're bringing it inside. You just have to put a mask on.
Yep.
So it won't affect them.
See, most of y'all are kids. You haven't lived yet. You still out here living the American dream. But it's a real world out here in the mother world. You understand? And that's what's really important. That's why I'm on here, because I always try to give game.
I keep my boys humble. Like, my boys have never had a pair of Jordans. You know, my boys don't do all that internet fly. I'm like your kids. And no, I could be the biggest star in the world. Do not let me catch you being stupid.
So most black boys who grew up in his house with his mama, right? He don't have a man to show him how to get mad, sit down, think, go outside, smoke him a cigarette, listen to the music, go fishing, talk to him, call his brother. He ain't have a man to show him that. So he don't have no other kind of way to think past his emotion.
Do not.
Let's talk about it. Bro, these are facts. These are facts. Women have killed masculinity, bro. It's dead. We got to fight to get it back now at this point. It's dead. Dog, it's at the point now where if a man is masculine, he, like he say, he looked at as toxic. Bro, these women have ruined it, bro. Your mama, my mama, and anybody else's mama who decisions resulted in their children growing up without a man in that household. It's their fault. Because look at what's going on. Dog, it is so much corruption in this world. It is so much confusion in this world. And it all results from no man being present to guide. That is the underlying root problem. And I peeped it a long time ago, bro. A long time ago. Dog, this has to change. And I know like other people see and peep what's going on. Look, you got men trying to be women. You got women trying to be men. We debating over he, she, them, and they. bro, make it make sense. Make it make sense, bro. And what I'm saying, gonna ruffle some feathers. What I'm saying, a lot of people not gonna like. But I don't care. That comes with being masculine, bro. You're not gonna always be liked. You're gonna say shit, you're gonna say stuff that people don't like, but it's right. So who cares? Like, bro, things have to change, man. Things have to change. And like I say, I peeped the play a long time ago, bro. July 1st, 2023. And you know where I was at? I was in a 1-bedroom trap with about 5 of my homeboys. And I know they seen the difference. They seen that I peeped the play because I started moving completely different. Completely different. I'm talking about whole 180. And I gotta give a big shout out to Tony Evans. Yeah, you weren't expecting that. Yeah, I gotta give a big shout out to Tony Evans and the book that you wrote, Kingdom Man. Yep, I walked to the library, bro, and randomly picked a book off the shelf, and it was Kingdom Man, Tony Evans. And boy, I ain't even read the whole book. I read 1 chapter. That book is that powerful. Boy, so Tony Evans, round of applause, my boy. Because off of 1 chapter, you changed my life. So I got to go back and get the book and read the full thing. But 1 chapter, bro, changed my life. We're going to get right back into it, and then I'm going to go ahead and continue to tell y'all, like, what's really up.
And my oldest gets it. My 15-year-old, he tells the other ones, he's like, yo, don't make dad mad. Because once you get one that's right, he gonna straighten the other ones out. Mm-hmm. So it's just that thing of, in the past 20 years, we've been living through the death of the American male. They have literally killed masculinity in our homes and our communities, for one reason or another. But I raised my boys to be young men.
TingTingTing.com.
Grew up poor. I wouldn't take back my childhood for nothing. As hard as it was, you know what we had? We had love. Mm-hmm. And when children have love and they have that security, and I had something that a lot of people on my block didn't have. I had a mother that cared for us, and I had a father.
Who's teaching him this? His mama at work. His mama only hit him when she mad. His mother do not consistently spank him to teach him right from wrong and correction. For one, she ain't there all the time. Dang. He only get his whoop when mama frustrated. So where do he learn to hit? Every time mama mad, he get his hit. So guess what he do? When he get mad, he hit something.
And however you feel about that, you feel about that. But my boys will always be respectful. They will always say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. No, sir, no, ma'am. They will always say thank you. They will always open a door for a lady. They will always make sure that their mother is taken care and provided for. They will always be men. And that's always since they were 2 years old. Every time I left for a job, I tell my 15-year-old, you're the man of the house. Mm-hmm. You make sure these doors are locked every night, this alarm is on, you text me or you call me every night before you go to bed and you wake up.
I love that.
Because we're men.
And that's something that I'm working on, bro. That's why I'm striving to change my financial situation. I ain't down bad. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, I'm okay. But I still want to take care of Mom Dukes because I know ain't nobody there to take care of Mom Dukes. She don't have a man there. So it's on us. It's on her sons. That's our job. You feel what I'm saying? As a man. So, but it took me so long to even understand that. It was a point where I was like thinking, well, shit, she supposed to make a decision to have a man there to take care of her, and that's on her that she ain't. But that is the consequences of her decisions, but it's still my responsibility to honor my mother and take care of her. You feel what I'm saying? So it'd be times where I call my brother and I hey man, bro, you don't feel like less of a man that you know what I'm saying? You don't feel like, I remember I went at least about a good close to a year paying all my mama bills. You know what I'm saying? But the way things are just set up and the way things go, I kind of felt unappreciated for what I was doing. But it ain't even about appreciation. It's about duty. Duty comes way before feeling. Who cares about your feelings, bro? Duty come first. I learned that from working out. Bro, discipline is way more important than motivation. Motivation come and go, bro. Just like when I was training for 2 years, bro, I had clients, bro, they'll come in, they'll be happy. You know what I'm saying? First 2 months, they coming in, they working out, they seeing their progress, they seeing their results. And I'm like, hey, I hit them with this out the blue on the day that they look the happiest. I'd be like, hey, bro, you know none of this shit matter, right, though? Like, this shit don't count. And they be like, what you mean? How they don't count? Bro, until it's that week where you in this bitch and your face and you mad and you got family problems and you got real life business problems and health problems going on and you still come in here and get it done, that's when I know you locked. That's when I know you disciplined. Right now, you just motivated, bro. That's, like I say, it's temporary. So, like I say, duty comes way before feeling. That's why anytime I run into a woman who says, I left because I wasn't happy no more, get from by me. No, I'm not dealing with you. I'm not dealing with you because your feelings comes before duty. You're not going to do something depending on how you feel. And if a man did that, you'll look at a man like less of a man. Come on, let's get right back into it.
You grow up in the hood, we can all be gangster.
Right. Yeah.
I watch do my whole life. You grow up in the bricks, you know what it is. Mm-hmm. I know and Rikers serving life that I grew up with, that I used to play in the playgrounds with. Right. I just chose not to go to that park with them. I went somewhere else. I chose to do other things. My mother was like, street lights come on, bring your black upstairs. Right. My dad was like, I was more afraid of my dad's belt than anything. So that kept me out of trouble. So when you young black men without fathers get into a lot more trouble. Right. A mother is different than a father. Right. A father will strike fear in your the mother, you could argue it. At a point, a boy, 13, 14 years old, Ma, I could take you. Right. Nah.
You see what happens is that a lot of times when these young men, 13, 14, 15 years old, are growing up around only ladies, only their mother, and there's no father, no masculinity present in the house, they're going to buck up. They're not going to be able to.
Facts. I caught my first charge at 14 years old, man, still in the car. No, not the airport, man. We stole the car from the beach, man. We out there checking cars and found a car with the car keys in it. All my other homeboys scared to drive. I drive. What's happening? I always been a brave nigga. You know what I'm saying? I drive. What's up? My dumb butt get in the car, crank it up, get on third, and I ain't got the lights on. And just as soon as I get on third, guess who pulled behind me? Police. I turned the lights on, getting a high-speed chase, man. I ended up in jail, my first charge, man. I ended up crashing that car. My tooth went through my lip. And not only that, my first arrest, man, them police beat my... just for making them chase me. And that was my initiation in. I'm in the dorm, in the crazy dorm. They ain't even put me in the regular pod. They put me in the room with all the crazy kids. So I'm in here with niggas in here peeling paint off the wall. Niggas in here looking like this. And I'm in the corner like, bro, this what it is? But you gotta think, I ain't got no guidance. And mama, that belt don't hurt no more. I'm not tripping off that. Them little 30 seconds or whatever. I done been in fights that hurt more than that little belt you got going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, so fathers are needed, because if I had my daddy in my life, a lot of the stuff that I did, I wouldn't have did. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I know a lot of young niggas like me who took their mama through hell and the mama's trying to figure out why they going through hell, but lo and behold, it's your fault. Because you brought a child in this world and didn't make sure he had a father in his life. So anything that results from that is not your fault. You see what I'm saying? But we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going.
To protect those kids from themselves. And what I mean is, a lot of these kids, they need correction. You would be surprised how many times I was coaching children and single mothers came up to me and said, please, can you help me straighten out my son? He just won't listen to me. They need immediate correction. And what happens if there's not a man in the house is that the man that eventually winds up correcting them is the police, and nobody needs that.
The importance of a father, a man that is there. There was times I'd be like, why don't you leave? My mama curse this Negro out every day.
Well, Mr. Wayans, your father didn't leave because he knew he had to be there for his boys to raise them, because it's hard for a boy to be there without masculinity. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm saying that the odds are strictly against it. And we need to do away with this narrative that men are just running away, especially men from the community. Some people...
That's a big one for me. Because I'm so tired a woman trying to make it seem like a man be running away from taking care of their kids. Bro, I know about, in my entire life, I know about 2 to 3 niggas who like that. 2 to 3 niggas who be on something, man, fuck them kids. 2 to 3. You know how many niggas I done met in my life? Probably 2 or 3 I can count on one hand. One hand. How many niggas I done ran into who like, oh, fuck them kids. And I get the fuck from around them. Dog, men ain't just running from taking care of their kids. Women are pushing men away. You're making things difficult. It's just like my baby mamas. But I ain't never, not once in a day, not want to be a father to my children. It done been times where I'd have been up. I told you I was in the trap. You know what I'm saying? I done been in a couple traps. You know what I'm saying? Like, sold drugs. I don't do it no more. I can talk to you now. You know what I'm saying? But like, I done been up and down. I done been up and down, up and down. So there's been times where I got it. And I'm trying to give you something and you throwing the money out the window. And then the moment I don't got it, oh, nice, you want everything. You want something. And then when I'm like, man, I ain't got that, but I got the time, give him here. Oh, nah, you can't get them, When you get some money, then you can get them. So who would sound like in the way them children receiving male guidance? Who's in the way of that at that point? Because the guidance of a man don't cost nothing. You see what I'm saying? Let it sink in. The guidance from a father costs nothing, but it's priceless. Nothing can compare. It's priceless. But you women will get in the way and try to make a man pay to be a parent. You make a man pay to be a parent at the detriment of your kids. All because of your feelings. Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense.
People stay, some people leave, but most of them don't want to break up the family because it's the women filing divorce at the 80th percentile. And those
Shopify's point of sale system helps you sell at every stage of your business.
Those are just straight up facts.
We misperceive, or we take it the wrong way because we don't know what it feel like to have a daddy that say, this is the decision as a man, and ain't no woman coming and put her 2 cents on it, right? Then you always seeing how a woman solves and processes and run the household. This your programming. Now flip the same to a young boy. You 16, 17, fully grown in your build, but you only ever saw a woman. You only ever saw your mama, decide how stuff gonna go in the household. And we nurture her. So a lot of times women don't even realize all that fussing, the way you handling your son, you f***ing him up.
Polite savages.
Oh, I say it again. You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
You hear the story time and time again. Battle the polite savages and you just can't win. And this one's for the real men out there, the ones who stick up, stand up, get it done, lead the household. You don't get enough glory and enough shine. But
Shout out
today,
THPP
it's
Network,
your
man.
time.
Y'all go ahead and join.
So on this one, we're telling the truth. And
Yeah, shout out them boys, man. Go ahead and hit that join button. Go tap in with them boys, man. Like if you a real, you know what I'm saying? If you're a real one and you looking for like the real, you know what I'm saying? You want to get a little guidance, you know, go tap in.
Shame and the devil. And at times the truth is a bitter pill to swallow. But you got to shut up and take your medicine. So there's nothing left to do but get on up into it. Are you ready? Let's go. The question is this: when did masculinity and expression of such become ignorance? When did people start labeling it as something that it's just not? Oh, if somebody's masculine, you want to say they're dangerous. You want to say that they're a threat to society. You just wish that they would just be huddled in a corner, bowing down to your every needs. The elephant in the room is that ladies don't want to really hear what a man's feeling. They want to tell you what you're feeling. But here's a news flash, ladies. Men should be expressing their feelings openly and honestly, if that's what you really want to hear. And if you don't want to hear it, step out the room. That's why these spaces were created. It's not for you, it's for us. If you're here, you're a visitor, a fly on the wall. So shut up and take some notes. Maybe you'll learn something, because we're forced to learn about you on a daily basis. So when you come in here judging, saying, oh my God, you sound sassy, you sound like you're complaining, what you really sound like, ma'am, is an infiltrator, an enemy of the state, someone who shouldn't be here because you're not listening and you don't want to listen. And this isn't hate. This is just reality. This is how you're coming off. Two-faced, speaking with a forked tongue, telling us one thing but doing another.
There's an attack on strong, straight men. Period. I'm not trying to fucking read through cryptic notes about how you feel about something.
That is a fact.
No, we're just talking about men.
I understand.
We're not talking about your daughter, your mom, your sister. We got that part. This conversation started and should end with men telling you about men and the erasure of men.
Yeah.
You don't need a daughter to qualify. We speaking as men.
But one thing I was consistent with whenever somebody asked me about issues that they're having with their children is I always ask them, where's the father? If it's a mother, I always say, where's the father of the child and what's going on with the situation? And the answer is, what shocked you? And they were always hesitant to let the kids go live with their dad or stay with their dad at any amount of time. And most of the time it was because some petty situation between the parents. This makes absolutely no sense. At one point you have to put your emotions aside and make sure you do what's best for the son or the daughter, because it's about the child. When you're doing this, especially with a man-child, you may wind up creating exactly what you don't like. You may create a sassy, an individual who doesn't have control of their emotions, who's only interested and obsessed with the opposite sex.
I got to speak on that real quick, cause like, man, I play 2K, I play Call of Duty. Like, tap in if I go live on the gaming, you know what I'm saying? But y'all don't know what y'all sons be doing on these games, bro. Like, on these games, these YNs, they about half gay. They be on here saying some off the wall stuff that you wouldn't even expect your son to be saying. You don't know what's going on when that door closed and he got that microphone on, and the shit that he's saying, boy, they be talking about sucking. They be talking about, bro, these niggas about gay. I have to tell a YN damn near every day, boy, what is you gay? Like, what y'all on? Like, but this is the sassiness that comes from growing up with just your mama. It's the sassy, bro. Y'all don't understand. It is bad. No, it is bad. And these the youth. I'm talking about 7, 8, 9, 10, but from anywhere about 7 to 15. Boy, these boys messed up. They bite gay. You seeing them painting their nails, they dyeing their hair, bro. All right.
because a man has to tell a young man that take your time and build yourself and it will come. If you build it, it will come. If you work hard, it will come. If you do the right thing, it will come. These are lessons that you learn from manhood, passed down. My father always spent time with me, letting me understand that I had to sacrifice to get exactly what I wanted to do. It was the master plan in hand.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. The lack of true male presence is probably one of the bigger issues. In order to be a man, you have to see a man. That's it.
The biggest issue.
And people will try to say, oh, well, my mom, raised me by herself, and I was a good man. I said, if your mom raised you by yourself and you became a good man, it's because you was on a football team, you had a gym coach somewhere, you had male presence in your life. Your mom wasn't the sole person raising you completely. You never ran into any other men that had any impact on you, and no, absolutely not. And moms will be honest about that. But I'm like, do not sit here and tell me that your mom never put you on a football team, never let you play basketball, you never had a male teacher anywhere, you never had no male presence at all, and you became a great person. I believe you have to have that balance. Any single moms that have raised good men is because they put them around good men too. Yeah, they might have done it by themselves, but they also put them on football teams. A lot of single moms will make sure their kids are in sports. They will make sure their kids have some type of male around them, good moms anyway, to make sure that they become something successful.
Masculinity is looked down upon in today's society. You demonized it, you pushed it in the corner, you kicked it. But what we're not gonna let you do is mischaracterize it anymore. The bottom line is this, ma'am. Masculinity is what protects you. It's what built and molded the world. You claimed and you screamed the patriarchy, but when it really came down...
We're Idea Public Schools. And as one of Florida's top performing school districts, we believe in building strong learning foundations by inspiring curiosity and nurturing lifelong learners so each student can achieve their greatest potential. We're tuition-free and open to all with 3 campuses in Tampa Bay. Bright futures begin at IDEA. Apply online at ideapublicschools.org/apply.
Welcome back to Papa John's. I'm hand stuffing this mozzarella to make our epic stuffed crust pizza. Epic.
Down to it, when it all comes down to it and everything's dark and the lights turn out, you better have somebody there to help defend you because you can't do it yourself. A lot of ladies think you're depending on technology. You even have a piece in your house that you've never used. You have a whole lot of bluster, but you don't have the will and the intuition and the acknowledgement that you need help. And that's the most dangerous thing and a dangerous position that you can be in. Ignorance is bliss until somebody pulls your card and that ignorance gets you all the way caught up. So yes, there are masculine men and the need for it. And this demonization over and over again, well, it's gonna stop. And when Anthony Mackie said he raised his young man, he raised his boy to check the house, to make sure the alarm's on, to text him at night, to be a man, to be the man of the house if he's not there. Well, what do you think he's gonna do? He's 15 years old. And if somebody breaks in, they're not gonna take it easy on him, so he might as well go for broke. Because one thing a man understands at a very young age is that you gotta stand up and be counted. You did.
You can have all the celebrity in the world. You jump through the door, that celebrity means nothing. Wow. So you gotta have a little guard in there, And so for me, it's always that idea of American masculinity is very different.
As a man, when you start ascending in age, you kind of put your happiness it's not like what I'm for. Ain't nobody coming to save you. Ain't nobody going to listen. You got to make it happen regardless. And you kind of live by that. Yo, we got to do the work. We got to do the work. We got to do the work. When we first came, you like, yo, we're going to put our heads down. We're going to do the work. And I think benefits going to be at the end of it. And that's what happened.
It's absolutely pathetic what they have attempted to do over the last 50 years to destroy masculinity. And you can't, because that messes up the yin-yang or the yin-yang balance. Humanity doesn't work very well when you do that.
No. And they was trying to get on Joe talking about Camilla. I had so many women, girls, even my mama talking about Kamala, trying to get us to have Kamala as president. It's that bad. Y'all think women leadership is so great that y'all actually wanted us to have a women president. With all the corruption and confusion going on right now from women leading from the background, from just leading in the way that they are now, you actually think it was gonna be better if we put a woman as president. Man, I ain't saying I too much completely trust Trump and all his decisions, but I deal with that before I deal with a woman president, a feelings-based president, an emotional-based president. Talking about choosing the lesser of two evils, that was Trump. That was the lesser of two evils.
Let me ask you this. Well, okay, let me ask you this. If me and you out and somebody say something slick to you,
you punch him in the face.
You want me to smack him in his mouth, right?
That's right.
So if I take you on a date and I say, look, baby, we gonna go Dutch.
No.
Exactly. If we walking up to the car and I don't open your car door, what do you say?
Open the door.
You better believe it.
Yeah, no, I am with you. I think.
So you make daddy a sandwich.
I think. I will after I get out of the shower. But it'll get done.
If I'm outside cutting that grass, bring daddy some lemonade. It's hot outside. I'm cutting all this grass.
They don't get mad. I work with female comics. They say crazy. And they'll be like, men are retarded. And everyone's like, oh, give her another special. She gets it. And guy comics have to be like, not all women. Not you per se. One that I met one time, she was kind of a bitch. One, not you. Please don't cancel me. Guess how many complaints I've had from dudes? Just guess. It's never happened. And that doesn't mean every guy thinks I'm funny. There's probably guys here tonight that don't think I'm funny, but they shut the up and they go home. They don't stand up there going, well, I paid a lot of money. Shut up.
Thank you for watching the Tip Network. Follow us on all social media.
So, man, that is it. You know what I'm saying? Dog, we got to do something about this, bro. If you see this video, man, and it touched you in any way, it raised your eyebrows, it expands your mind in any way, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment, tell me what you think. You know what I'm saying? Hit the bell so you can get any other videos like this or any other my other videos or know when they're dropping. You know what I'm saying? But before I go, I do want to say this. You know what I'm saying? And this is proof. I got to work on my procrastination. But I had started a journal in 2023. You know what I'm saying? 2023, I started a journal. And I just want to give you proof of the day that my life changed. You feel what I'm saying? So, boom. What does that say? July 1st. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm going to read something from in here. I ain't even got to read it. I say it every morning. You know what I'm saying? But it's something that I wrote that day and it stuck with me. And if you feel this, man, I feel like you should repeat this every morning. So it starts off by saying, I'm a warrior and I will always remain in warrior mode. No longer will I overlook the fact that we are at war. There's a war on true masculinity, and there's a war on the minds of the people as a whole. And as a true warrior, I am answering to the call for help, being brave enough to stand on that front line, refusing to be a simple casualty of war, knowing what lies on the other side, yet prepared to destroy any and everything that rises against us. This is a declaration, better yet, a proclamation, that I'm committed to living a life of honor, standing on principles and morals that I'll die before bending or breaking. God, I thank you. Thank you for blessing me with the mindset I have, making me a God amongst men, an eagle amongst the pigeons, a shepherd amongst the sheep, a humble beast who from pride or ego will never taste defeat. I am all that I say I am and more. And then I just go into my I ams. I am a man of integrity. I am a man of honor. I am a great father, a great son. And you know what I'm saying? And you just feed them I ams. Bro, if that touches you in any way, repeat it every morning, man. Watch how it changes your life, bro. Watch how it changes your mind. But tap in, man. I'll see y'all next time.